tune into worldreggae.com. I'm Mikey alongside Khalilah Rose. Khalilah, welcome to Amsterdam.
Blessed, give thanks.
Yeah, man, how are you finding it here?
It's an island for us. It's a wonderful vibes and it's a beautiful city. So I'm pleased to be here.
Alright, so you did your first 2 shows here in Amsterdam. What was your first time in Amsterdam?
Yeah, sorry?
It was your first time coming to
Yeah, my
Amsterdam?
first time coming to Amsterdam.
And immediately 2 shows?
Yes.
How did you find the vibes here in Europe? Because you've also been to London, but how the vibes are different?
I started off in London and I had my first show out there as well. 2 shows I did out there and a few interviews, and the vibes was they welcomed me so much. I landed, I don't know, East London, but I found Brixton was something that reminded me of home. And Brixton was idylful. The vibe was so idylful. The reception. I blessed the stage with big, big artists and such as General Trees and Josie Wales, and they really picked me up.
Frankie Paul too.
Yeah, and they invited me.
Amazing artists.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And in Amsterdam here, it's the same kind of vibes. It's a little less subtle because there I found that there were more maybe roots reggae, based, but here it's welcoming and a lot of positive feedback.
Alright, that's good to know, because yesterday you were at actually a reggae bar, Café de Seine, performing there, and a lot of reggae fans, a lot of roots reggae fans, because you noticed that immediately.
Yeah, it was a big up cafe.
Yeah, the Seine.
Café de Seine,
So, coming there from London, you come to Amsterdam, and you get a show like that. It's pretty warming, I think.
Yes, it is. It's warm and it's wonderful to know that the people that come out to see me, and there are a few people who actually follow me on Facebook that were there.
Alright.
So that was a blessing to speak with those individuals.
That's good. The fans abroad also need to
have
a conversation with the artists, of course.
Yes.
So today we're actually on another stage with a lot of hip hop, R&B music.
Yes.
How was that to stand in front of a non-reggae crowd, actually?
Well, it's not the first time I have to perform in a place where basically it's hip-hop and then they feature me as a reggae artist. It's okay. I mean, I've performed in front of so many different crowds, and in Jamaica and New York I have found some of my toughest audiences. So it's about if you don't grab everyone, just give your best performance, So that I see the crowd out there they were taking it in, and I distributed some CDs so they can listen.
Alright, yeah. About the CD, because she just brought out Science Lullaby.
Yes. This is a debut CD. I call it my book of work, and it's my first book just so far.
Alright, because when you see, I don't know if people can see, you see footsteps. When you turn around, you see Mama Africa. So looking at it, and you're calling it like the first book, first speech.
Yeah.
Are we going to see this back on all the other CDs also? Remind people that it's a journey.
On the next book? Well, I haven't started. Well, I'm starting that book soon, but it's going to be a total different story. But of course, it's going to stem from where this book leaves off. But it will be its own journey.
Yeah. I listened to all the songs into the CD a couple of times. We also had a little chat about it quite some months ago on the radio. And listening to it, you start off with a very spiritual song, spiritual introduction. And from there, you go on a journey, like the roots rock artists do. Is that where you feel most comfortable in music?
Yeah, I'm not doing music. I have not chosen to do music for money because I have actually spent many years in school and acquired certain.
So, listening to the CD, the beginning of the CD, we start off with a very spiritual introduction, and a couple of songs after that, spiritual vibe there. So, where you feel most So when we check the first couple of songs, also the introduction, it's a very spiritual introduction of the CD, also the numbers after the introduction, very spiritual. Is that the kind of reggae music where you feel most comfortable in?
Yes, well, I don't do music for money, I don't do music for fame. It is my goal in life to be able to sustain life and achieve certain material gain through music. But I've gone to school because my parents forced me. Not because they taught me that education is the key, right? So
that's true.
and they were on top of me because they struggled coming to the U.S. from Jamaica and had to do jobs where they were not really wanting to do, but they had to do for us, their children. So I studied and I became a teacher. So when while I was starting off with my music, so that I can sustain myself while I do what I love, which is to spread the positive message and keep roots reggae going, you know, because it seems to be struggling right now where genres such as dancehall and hip hop are put in the forefront, and roots reggae is not. The artists are there, but we are not getting the shine that we should be getting.
Well, that's so I totally agree with you. We reasoned about it quite a few times.
Yeah.
So, we know they're on the same level when it comes to that. But do you think, we got some roots reggae bands at the moment, really actually pulling the wagon. Do you think eventually that will come out and the world shall see roots reggae is actually the foundation?
Everything has to come full circle, So it's just like the earth is round, everything is going to come back forward, And I trust that. I trust in the Most High. I trust the Almighty will not let us see. It does not want to see the world go in just. It has to come forward to positivity. So.
That's true. I totally agree with that.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you look at it now, the system, how it's working. You're living in New York.
Yeah, I'm living in New York and Jamaica. I'm back and forth.
Back and forth. You're going back to Jamaica soon?
Yes, I'm going back to
right?
Jamaica permanent. I was there permanent, and then I had to come back to the U.S. for some reasons, family related, life related. So I'm going back permanent as well in a few months.
All right. So then, what are we gonna expect from you?
I'm just gonna,
we want to know something. We are curious.
I am going to just keep making music, and sometimes an artist is appreciated when they're no longer here anymore, and that's the sad situation. But I just want to keep making music so that I have a few books, that we can go forward to, like artists that have paved the way who are no longer with us now. So that is my ambition.
Alright, well, that's very rich. Thank you very much. This was Ross Mikey for WorldReggae.com. Stay tuned. Khalilah, you got anything to say to your viewers, to your fans?
I would just like to say everyone to keep positive, give thanks and praises to the Almighty every time, and live in love. Rastafari.